Hello. Oh, Canon, are you, is this real life? Hang on, friends. Canon just is the worst. Is just the worst. Please, 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 Canon, please, please, please. Oh my God, really? Is this real life? Is that you, John Wayne? Is this me? Hopefully we can have a stream tonight, but oh my God, really? I thought I had this fixed. Apparently not. Okay, hang on, friends. I am going to lose my mind. Please. There it is. Hi guys. Do I have to have this app running the entire time? Is that the deal? Wow, I do. Oh my God, is this real life? What a nightmare. So I have to have another app running now at all times, just for no reason, just for funds. Just for funsies. Okay. That's super annoying. And now it's not even working. Oh my god, please. Why? Why is this? Why? I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god. There we go. Welcome to my nightmare. Why do I have to have another... Why? Welcome to Technical Issues Friday. Happy Thanksgiving, friends! I hate when streams start like this because I just want to strangle everyone. Can I at least, like, minimize this? Can I put it... Okay, so I can minimize it, so that's nice. But it's sitting down there running another... Hold on, let me pop the chat out. Happy first day of setting up Christmas things. There's a tree upstairs that's set up. There's a tree down here that's still in the box. And there's some broken tiny whoops over here and some broken 5-inch glides on the floor. We're gonna mess around with all of the above. In the chat, Espander was first, Terry Burnett was next, Kevin Sumner, Mr. Blue Sky, Charles My Side, Rob Bruce, Northern Tier, Bulldog, FPV, Justin the Guy, Ram Donko, Casey Henderson, Compost Pile, I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you been? Kevin Sumner, Squints FPV, Veritas Weasel, 8-Bit Christ, nope, 8-Bit FPV. I don't know where that came from. Glowstick Spinning, Kiz Bartlett, Kevin Sumner, Espander, Bob Bruce, Billy Guns, a whole bunch of lines. That's how I'm gonna pronounce that. Adam C. and Veritas Weasel. What's up, friends? Sorry for the technical difficulties. Every single day that I live stream, something has changed, and I have to relearn everything. Cut my head off. If you want to talk directly to me, all you gotta do is type CiottiFPV. If you do that, it'll light up an orange like this, and I'll know that you're talking to me. If you don't do that, I won't know you're talking to me. This is my full-time job. Head over to CiottiFPV.com. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. First and foremost, there's a sale on Etsy. If you type in Cyber 2022, I'm gonna change that. That's a stupid... I can't change that. Nope, I can't change that. But it's 30% off! Who do you know that's doing 30% off? Just the idiot with a turkey on his head. Just me. 30% off Cyber 2022. I'm going to type it in the chat. CYBER 2022. There it is. There's your discount code. If you don't use that, I'll die. Cyber 2022. 2020. Espander tagged me and said hi. Bob Bruce says, what's up? Hope you had a good turkey day along with the rest of the gang. Justin the Guy says, happy consumerism day. CiottiFPV and all. I didn't consumerism anything today. I mulched the lawn. And I pulled 1 million boxes off the shelves in the garage. Because for the first time in over 2 years, the Miata is on a lift. Yeah, it only took GMG Performance over 2 years to get the car from their parking lot onto a lift. I don't know what the hell is going on with the windshield here. But yeah, it's on a lift. I don't know if he's actually doing any work on it. He says he is, but there it is. So yeah, the garage needs to get fixed. The second bay in the garage needs to get cleaned out. There's just tons of stuff everywhere. Because if it's on a lift, at some point work will get done on it, and there's not much work that needs to get done, so then it'll be done, and it's only 8 miles away, so I'll go pick it up, bring it back here, and God only knows what I'll do at that point. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or sell it. I'll probably sell it because things have slowed down quite a bit for me, so I could kind of use the money. But we'll see. We'll see. I would love to keep it. I really would. It's like the exact right year Miata that I want. But, you know, sometimes in life you can't have two cars, and that's fine. So it might just need to go. We'll see, though. We'll see. Casey Anderson says, hey, brother, so glad to see you. How was your Thanksgiving turkey day? Good, I hope. I've been praying for you and your family to get better, be able to finally feel better. We're good, Casey. We've been healthy for 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks? Yeah. I appreciate it, though, man. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving as well. We had an awesome little Thanksgiving. We had it super low-key, stayed here, made way too much food, but compared to what, not that much, but yeah, made good food, just chilled out. It was super cool. We had a really nice night. And then we relaxed in the basement here, and we watched almost the entire series of Wednesday on Netflix. I'm not going to give you the one... There's one thing that annoys me about the show that I'm not going to tell you, because then you'll just stare at it. It's good. It's really good. Yeah, they did a really good job with it. I'll be interested to see if anybody picks up on the. I doubt it. I doubt that anybody will pick up on the one annoying thing that I found with it. But yeah, other than that, it's really good. I try really hard to not like pick shows apart. So things have to kind of jump out at me more than once for me to like actually lock onto it. And but yeah, sometimes it happens when you've spent a lot of time editing, when you've been in the world of TV production, and when you have a degree in TV, radio, shit like that. Sometimes stuff you just kind of can't ignore, and it pops out at you, and you're like, oh, I can't unsee it. It's not something terrible. Like I said, most people won't even notice it. If you've already watched it and you're curious as to what it is, message me and I'll tell you what it was that was that's been driving me crazy. We've got 2 episodes to go. I'm hoping that we can. I would love to jump back into it tonight with Maggie and Felix and just knock it out, because yeah, it's pretty cool. It's not groundbreaking. It's like, you know, man, it's hard to make anything that's different. And like, as soon as you have something that takes place like in a school with like kind of special powers, it's like, oh look, it's Hogwarts. But yeah, the main character is phenomenal. And yeah, it's just good. It's just a good, cool, fresh, like take. I think J.J. Abrams might not be J.J. Abrams. I don't know. They had some big names involved in it, and they did a good job. And I enjoyed watching it, so I recommend it. Good for the kids. I think it's like PG-13. So yeah, Felix is 12, and they weren't like put off by anything in there. So check it out. You'll dig it. Bulldog FPV says, it's all about stick time. Ain't that right, CiottiFPV? It is indeed. What was Bulldog talking about? How to watch your batteries charged that I need to get to storage voltage outdoor flying? Well, I think Yeah, sometimes I'll just put batteries on the charger, even when I don't have like a plan of flying, and then once the batteries are charged, it's like, well, I guess I have to fly. That's a good idea if you're not like in a super motivated place. You know, I'll be damned if I'm gonna let batteries sit charged for more than a day or two on purpose. So it's a good little kick in the ass to go fly, and then you feel better because flying's fun. Kevin Sumner says CiottiFPV is late taking a grunter. No, I was here. Just a million things going. Compost pile bot running. Casey Anderson says silly app tricks are for kids. Bob Bruce says it's okay, man. You got this. Ramdango says what's that on your head? That's what I ate yesterday. Ramdago says, no whoop emoji, no bat emoji. Come on, YouTube. Casey Anderson says, thank you. And yeah, I got sick. I ate so much. Glad to hear you're all better. By the way, did you get my email or did I screw it up and not send it to you again? I don't think I got an email from you, Casey. I'm not... Oh, no. I might have an email for you. I've got 122 unread emails. I have a really hard time getting through emails. I will... I'll hopefully get caught up on them tonight. But there is an email in there from you. All right, we're caught up on chat. So I broke on the stream on Whoop Wednesday. I broke the purple tiny whoop, the BT 2.0 connector here, where the wires meet the connector itself. Shat the bed, and I can see what's going on. It's right here. And this is one of these BT 2.0 connectors where Beta FPV put like a big rubber thing here, which is interesting. Yeah, this just let go here. So what I can do here actually is just snip this off, and then I can see if I can get this big rubber jib jab off here. And then maybe underneath this big rubber jib jab is the regular old plug, so I can reuse this plug. Because the plug is fine, it's just the wire broke where the plug meets the glip clop. What you up to, baby?
Just getting a step ladder.
Oh, step ladder life, short girl. Yeah. Looks like it's pulling off here. Let's just be as gentle as possible. Hey, there it goes. So, Beta FPV puts this really slick little piece of rubber at the bottom of the plug, which does a really good job at protecting where the plug solders to the wires, but then the wires just fail at the end of this little rubber thing. So, like, it's a great idea in theory, but yeah, I haven't had one of these plugs fail. Just one of these little rubber jib jabs fail, but that's okay. So we'll get this fixed. I'm gonna try to solder onto this. I'm going to try to shorten up the leads a little bit to make this guy a little bit lighter. So we'll fix this guy. And then I finally, man, was it a big crash. I finally broke a Meteor 65 frame right up in the front here. It's hard to see, but yeah, there you go. Right up in the front there. It was like I got turned upside down, and I didn't realize I was upside down all the way at the top of the ceiling, which I think is like 15 or 20 feet up, and then it just came straight down onto the front. So it couldn't have hit any harder. If it didn't hurt the motor, I'm gonna be very, very shocked. But yeah, we'll throw this into another black frame. This is the all black one with the Weebly FPV motors. So we'll throw this into another frame, and the Whoop fleet will be back up. This battery has a little cut in the lead. We can faff about with that. Let me take a quick look though. I did something interesting today. I flew the 1306 ripsqueak back to back with the 1404 ripsqueak. And I put batteries on each of them that kind of made sense for the amount of power. So the 1306 one I ran on a 4S 850, and then the 1404 rig I ran on a 700 mAh GNB battery. And all in all, so the quads themselves are 10 grams apart. It's an extra 10 grams for the 1306s over the 1404s. And after the battery, there's like a 30 gram difference. It's basically 420 something. It was like a 25 gram difference. It was like 424 grams all up versus like right on, 224, 25 grams versus right on the nose, 250 grams. I couldn't believe the difference in float from just a 25 gram difference. It was really kind of nuts. Let me see if any of these... The memory card was being a dick. So I don't think I have anything useful on here. Yeah, the memory card was being a complete idiot. But this would be the... See, this isn't me going... That's not full throttle or anything like that. And then it stops recording. I kept seeing it stop recording in the goggles, and then I would bring it back home and fire it up again, and then I would take off and it would stop recording. This is not a RunCam hybrid problem. This is a memory card problem. I can't use this memory card in the RunCam hybrids are a little bit picky, but I mean they specifically say that they need a U3 memory card, and this is not a U3 memory card, so I can't really fault the card for this. I just need to remember to not use this on that rig anymore. I think this is a U3 card over here, isn't it? Yeah, this is the card that I need to be using. So that's my bad. All right, let's get caught up on chat and then we'll get to work. What'd you guys do on Thanksgiving? Anything fun? Rock Crawler says, hey, Kevin Sumner dropping the CiottiFPV.com link. Thank you, homie. Yeah, the link to Etsy is over on CiottiFPV.com. Sorry, guys. The discount code, the 30% discount code is Cyber 2020. I'm going to type it into the chat again. Cyber 2022, not 2020, 2022. I typed it in the chat. There you go. 30% off the Etsy store. Go get yourself some stickers and some other fun stuff. Over on CiottiFPV.com, there's also a link to my Patreon. We've been having pretty much like one new patron every live stream, so don't let the streak end. Somebody join the Patreon. $3 whole a month. You know you got $3 a month. It's 10 cents a day. You can do it. And you're going to get well more than $3 a month in stuff. Yeah. Get your butts over there and do the thing so I can keep on doing this full time, 10 hours a week, every week. Where else can you get a gangly bastard making that noise, shaking his head, wearing a stupid turkey hat? I also have some tinywhoop batteries in the charger. We'll do a little bit of whooping, as we have been on pretty much every stream. Ramdago says, I like cranberry sauce with the poor tasty turkeys. OFPV. All right, here we go. Let's get it going. Let's fix some stuff. The tiny whoops are going to be really easy, quick fixes, so let's just knock those out real quick. And this battery lead is super sketchy, so let's actually knock this out first before we go anywhere else. So here's what's going on. You guys have seen this before. Prop strike on the battery lead. I like to fix this with two little different sort of methods. I dump some welder in there or liquid electric tape, and then I just use actual electric tape around the outside, and that's pretty much it. Fairly straightforward. If it was at a part of the wire that needed to bend, I would just do the welder or the liquid electrical tape, but it's not. This is a part of the lead that can just be like a straight line. So this is a big tube of liquid electric tape. I hope that it's not super liquidy. Oh God, it is. Well, that's fine. It's not supposed to be clear like that, but hey. Sometimes you eat the bear. Sometimes the bear eats you. Come on now. Come on, stringy thing. There we go. Let me squeeze a bunch of this into something. This is it's every time I go to use this, it's clear. It's supposed to be black. Come on, get in there. Oh God, it stinks. It stinks like hell now. All right, so that should be better now. This is I've only used this tube like once or twice so far. All right, so we got that on there, and then I don't know if it's the best idea to now wrap it up in electric tape. Like, I don't know if it needs oxygen to cure or whatever, but I've always done this, and it's always been fine. So, I mean, eventually I'm going to hit the battery so hard that it needs to go. This battery is already in really bad shape. So, I mean, before we find out if this is a good or a bad idea, I'll probably hit the battery so hard that it has to be retired. Raven87 says, "Is that a tiny whoop in your pocket, or do you have a micro penis?" If you're asking me, then it's definitely a tiny whoop in my pocket. All right, here we go. And this is a little long, but I mean, we'll beef this up. It'll beef the wire up, I should say, so that if we get another prop strike on this exact same spot, it's very unlikely to get back in. I mean, I guess that's like worst case scenario, right? Is that you get another prop strike on the exact same spot, and it punches through and completely severs the strands on the inside, because then you ain't got no power, and that makes finding your rig and or just generally getting it back much more difficult. So let's remove this lovely little TPU balance lead holder. Anybody that wonders why I use a TPU balance lead holder when I'm so careful about weight, it's because I hate when the balance leads get mangled and I have to replace the entire battery just because of the stupid balance lead exploding. At heart, I am a broke-ass bastard. So there are quite a few things that I do out of for like budgetary reasons rather than performance reasons. To each his or her own when it comes to that. All right, so there we go. I mean, that's not super pretty, but again, this battery is pretty worked, so its days are kind of numbered, if I'm honest. I could have gotten that electric tape on there a little bit more cleanly, but it's going to be just fine. I wish electric tape would like shrink up a little bit. What if I hit this with a little bit of fire? Think that'll make the situation better or worse? Let's see. Yeah, that did something. It kind of almost shrunk up, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Did something. Let's do it again. Maybe this is special shrinking electric tape. That actually did something. It might have made it shrink up. How is there not electric tape that shrinks up? Maybe that's what this is. This is 3M vinyl electrical tape, and then it's just got a whole bunch of Chinese characters on the inside. Huh. Oh. Okay. 1 down, 4 to go. Up next, we've got a tiny whoop with no battery lead on it. Let's fix that. I don't remember which color is which. Let's look at another one. Blue is flat, white is round. White is round, blue is flat. All right, so kick on the soldering iron over here. Oh! Get our little wood block going. And first thing we need to do is desolder these guys. Actually, I might not even need the wood block. I've been using this little vat of putty lately, and I'm digging it. I really am. I dig this little. This is electronic goop from Massadhesives. www.massadhesive.com. This is the thermally resistive putty, and yeah, I really like it. I really, really do. I did not think I was going to like it this much, but I've been really digging on it. It's very similar to just blue tack, but it doesn't get all gooey like blue tack, which I love, because that shit bothers me when the blue tack gets all stringy and gooey and disgusting from putting a bunch of heat into it with your soldering iron. Here we go. Let's remove the little chunks of wire that are currently on here. What is happening? All right, we're going to tin the soldering iron. That transferred no heat. Soldering iron's up to temperature, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There it goes. Come on. There it is. All right, there's one. And here comes the other. There we go. Almost got it all. Looks like one little strand that's left. Got it. All right, cool. Let's clean up these leads here. Or not leads. We're going to clean up these little pads. They're little flat spots. And then we're going to rotate them so the flat spots are facing out. That just makes your life a little bit easier. I'll be careful because this is going to be hot. That's kind of hot. All right, so yeah, we're going to take the flat parts of these little pins and we're just going to rotate them outwards. And that way we can solder the wire on the outsides so that it's as far away as possible. All right, there's one. Here comes the other. Let's do this little by little. There we go. Okay, so here's what you want these BT 2.0 connectors to look like before you go in on your soldering job. You can kind of see the flat spots are facing outwards. That's what you want. Flat spots outwards, because you're going to solder to the flat spot. So now you're going to take the one wire and put it over here like this, and you're going to take the other wire and you're going to put it over like that, and that way there's the maximum amount of separation in between the wires. Make sense? Mr. Blue Sky says, Gran Turismo is cool. Guess I need a PS4 to play it. Plus a really cool driving chair. Plus a really cool driving chair setup. It's also PS5. Gran Turismo 7 is also on PS5. It's a great game. I mean, you have to understand that it's a sim game, so it's going to be really difficult. That is 100% on purpose. It's not a full tilt sim game. Assetto Corsa is a little more realistic, and I actually prefer Assetto Corsa. But man, Assetto Corsa is not for many. Like, it is very frustrating because it is very accurate. Gran Turismo is somewhere in the middle. It's not somewhere in the middle. It's definitely towards simulation. But yeah, it's a great game. Great game. It's PS4 or PS5. Yeah, good luck with a PS5. PS4s you can get used. It's great on the PS4. Load times are a little long, but I mean, you'll live. And it's really good on the controller. I played it for years. I mean, I've been playing the Gran Turismo games since 1, way back in PlayStation, first PlayStationville. And yeah, it's an incredible series of games. And this one is no different. Come on, Logitech. Get your shit in a sock. There you go. Yeah, very, very fun. Here we are. White is round, right? White is round. White is round. White is round. Hold on. Before I do this, I would like to see how short I can make these cables. I'm actually going to try to do a 180 degree bend on this. I'm going to solder them at like a 45 degree angle to these bastards, and then I'm going to put one big chunk of shrimp wrap around this whole thing. So with that, let me put a battery in here, and we'll see how short I can possibly make this thing. So the battery leads on a tinywhoop actually do weigh like an amount that it's nice to get rid of. So if I put this out like this, and then I solder these ding-dongs like that, I can make this real short. Okay. So I can I'm gonna untwist these. This is like a real thing. Like I could save like a half a here. Let me show you. We're gonna weigh it before and after. See if we can pick up an actual weight savings on this. So the before weight. Let's take this battery out of here. The dry weight before is why is it so heavy? Oh, because this is one of the ones with this has the big motors on it too. This has the big motors. 20.9 grams. And so I'm just gonna measure this out, and I'm just gonna cut these off, and then we're gonna weigh it again. Somebody put 20.9 in the chat for me, please. So technically speaking, the battery will sit all the way forward like that, but I don't love it all the way forward. I like it back a little bit like that. So that's how I'm going to measure it. I'm going to measure it with it back like that a little bit. And then if I put this guy here, round is white, so I got to make sure that I have room for it to cross over. I can cut it all the way here. So I'm going to do this with my left hand, which is going to be ultra awkward. And we're going to chop it like that. And we only cut off that much, but watch this. This is going to blow your tits off. Oh, God. This is going to blow your little tiny tits off. Ah, fart. 20.7. 0.2 of a gram. But hey, 0.2 of a gram is 1/5 of a gram. That's all I got. That's it. If you remove 5.2s of a gram, you'll have removed a full gram. And that actually makes a difference. A full gram really does make a difference. So, do it. Remove fractions of a gram from your tinywhoop, and they will add up. In the car world, the saying is ounces make pounds. It feels bad to not remove pounds of stuff. Like, you always want to remove at least 1 pound. Sometimes you can only remove like a couple of ounces, but yeah, you gotta at some, like, there's a bunch of big gains to be had, right? Spare tire from the trunk, lighter wheels, racing seats, and you do all those things, and then it becomes harder and harder and harder. Say with quads, the equivalent of that would be like, the easy ways to remove weight are to get all of the big, silly, chunky TPU pieces off that you added on, right? Like the huge, thick as a brick, like antenna holder in the back, and You know, the big old arm protectors and shit like that. There's a bunch of like big gains you can make. Going to a lighter weight battery, you know, like the Tattoo R-Line batteries, they'll save you a bunch. So there's a bunch of big gains that are there. But after you've found all those big, sometimes easy gains, then you got to go for the more subtle stuff where it's a little bit more work. And this is an example of that. You know, we didn't remove much, but we did remove a little chunk here. We're going to flux these guys. I love fluxing wires before I tin them. It really makes sure that the solder gets all in between the strands. Jay Drones just bought a Happy Model ELRS AAO, and to his surprise, instead of the advertised 200 milliwatt VTX, it's a 450 milliwatt open VTX. Careful with cranking that VTX up. That is like full-blown YOLO mode. These AIOs are getting awful hot nowadays, so I would actually leave it down at 200 unless you absolutely need to like go long-ranging it. Because yeah, with an AIO, when you crank that VTX up, it's going to get the whole AIO hot, and you know that's not necessarily what you want. You'll be all right, but just you know, be mindful of that. Keep it to the lowest possible value whenever you can, to extend the life of the AIO itself. Cyber 2022 is a discount code over on the Etsy store. Go buy yourself something nice, friends. You have my permission. Tell your significant other or parents or whoever that the real CiottiFPV gave you permission to buy some stuff. What is it? White is round? White is round. I put this in here backwards. Okay, so white is round. Let's get this going. And yeah, I'm trying to solder this on at a crazy angle so that I can... let me try to use the putty so that I can plug it in. Yeah, I'm just basically trying to do like a 180 with it. So white is round, eh? All right, that's backwards. Go like this. And I'm going to put the angle on it in the putty so that it's ready to go. And then I think I'm going to do it like this. This is how most of your time soldering should be spent. Moving the work around so that you can get the work into the exact right position, so that when you hold the wire on, you don't have to do anything other than just bring the heat in and touch it for a split second. Your time should not be spent with the tip of the soldering iron on the work. Your time should be spent like this, getting the work positioned perfectly. That's the idea. All right, that's looking good. Let's just touch this with flux here. All right, and I almost forgot to put shrimp wrap on the wires themselves. That would have been annoying. Happy days are here at last. I remembered. Hold on, let me just wipe this flux off. It's just so sticky. All right, let's get some shrimp wrap on these wires real quick. Let's see if we've got any extra in the bin here. Yeah, this guy will work. Unless I have a smaller piece. Shorter piece, I should say. I do not. Okay. We're going to use this, and we're going to stretch it out a little bit. So, you know what? This is going to be too skinny. We need a little bit of a thicker piece. Let's use some of this red. This is fine. We can use double red. Let's use that, about that much. Yep, that'll be enough. And then about that much. Okay. So you're going to be getting, when you bring the heat in, this wire is going to get hot. So you want to move these pieces of shrimp wrap down away from where you're bringing the heat in as far as you possibly can. So move these guys all the way down the wire, all the way to the base, so that hopefully they don't get hot and shrink themselves down. So you move them as far away from the heat source as possible, all the way down there, and then hopefully not too much heat will travel down. Otherwise it'll shrink them up. It's not the end of the world. You can just stretch them back out, but just one of those little things that can save you some annoyance. All right, let's try this again. So white is round, so we're gonna get a white guy, put him here. All right, this is not in the right spot. Let's do this. We're gonna push the putty towards the edge. Push it, push it, push it. All right, white is round. So now we're gonna put that farther forward like that. Much better. All right, now we're talking. White wire. It's gonna come down like that, and I'm gonna put the steepest angle I can on it to make a little 180 with this guy. Get some flux in here. Just a little bit, don't need a ton. A little bit goes a long way. Soldering iron, cleaning it off because the wire is tinned and the pad is tinned. And just real quick, we're gonna hit it. Flux is gonna smoke. Push the wire into the thingy. Give it a second to cool. Now the wire is actually sitting up a little bit too far. I need to rework that. Come back in. Ooh, much better, much better. Yeah, that's the one. Cool. And now we're going to do the same thing with the blue. On these, in beta FPV land, blue is voltage. So now I'm going to turn this. I only need to turn it 90 degrees. Because I can bring the soldering iron in at a little bit of a different angle. I'm just going to kind of move this around. Okay, that's fine. And all right, good. So that's going to hang out there. Make sure that this connector is planted in here nice. Got a little bit of flux on here. All right, good. Make sure that this wire is going to get where we want it to. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's kind of moving around a little bit. Let's see if we can just sneak it in there. Yeah. Hold on. What's happening right now is that the white wire is a little bit shorter. You guys aren't going to be able to see, but I'm just going to knock this out real quick because I have it exactly where I want it. Alright, sorry you guys couldn't see that, but the white wire was a little bit shorter, so it keeps kind of pulling on this connector. Oh, I'm going to need to rework that. Okay, so that's... Well, let me take a look at it. What's up, Danzilla? You missed me completely failing at the beginning of the stream. Canon changed its software that allows you to use their DSLRs as webcams, and now you have to actively run an application, which is just absurd, but what am I going to do about it? I kind of want to rework the white one too. I'm actually going to do both of these real quick. I'm going to just clean these up a little bit. I cut these wires really short. Like this is really I got to be honest, I kind of wish that I'd left these wires a little bit longer than this, but such is life sometimes. Let me just prop this guy up. There we go. Yeah, so I just want to bring the white cable a little bit farther down on the post. Kind of hard to explain, but it's just not sitting exactly where I want it to. And I don't want this to fug up. So I'm just really quickly going to come in here and it's hard to see. These are so small, it's really tough to see. I think that's a little bit better. Oh! Came all the way off. That's actually fine, because that's going to let me get it exactly where I want it. So no sweat here. Okay, get it down there. There we go. That's where I want it to be. Yep, that's the stuff. That's the spot. All right, and now the blue one, I'm just going to clean up the tiniest little bit. I just want to get the blue one a little bit flatter to the connector itself, to the pin. There it is. Better. Okay. And I did not get the wires so hot that the shrink wrap shrunk up. Take a quick look. Ooh, much better. Much, much, much better. On both of them. Oh yeah, the white one is like absolutely perfect. All right, cool. So now I'm just basically going to flatten these guys out on to the connector, and now we've got what amounts to a 180-degree connector, so that it'll just bloop and just plug right into the battery there, and we've got the shortest possible runs. Oh yeah, I didn't really need to put these. I'm so used to doing wires straight into the connectors. There's really nothing to do with these guys. I'm gonna cut them off. Yeah, because it's such a steep angle, those little guys won't really accomplish anything. So let's snip those off. Figures the one time that I remember to put the pieces of shrimp wrap on the wire, it's the one time that I'm doing a wacky 180-degree bend and don't really need them. So yeah, we're gonna put one big piece of shrimp wrap around this whole connector and the wires and everything, and that'll hold it all together. I mean, I could do little tiny individual. I am going to do a couple of little tiny individual pieces of shrimp wrap, just on the little niblet ends here, to make sure that they don't like rotate around or anything weird and touch each other. And it's probably gonna want to come off. I don't know if these are gonna want to stay. Let's see what happens. Let's hit it with the lighter and see what's what. Bless you! Alright. Let's see. Will it stay on? Looks like it's staying on. Alright. Cool. There's one. And here comes the other. These are pretty... I gotta be honest, this is pretty worthless doing what I'm doing at this very moment. But, doesn't waste shit. And I'm just always weirded out when these plugs are sitting there all willy-nilly in the middle of nowhere. You know what would be better is to like encase this in welders. That would be a better bet than what I'm doing right now. But this is going to be fine once I put a big piece of shrimp wrap around it. So now we got that. Now we just need a big honking donkey of shrimp wrap to go around this whole goddamn thing. And this ain't quite big enough. Let's see, do I have anything in here? I mean, this is probably too big. Yeah, this boy's a little too big. I have this piece here, which is exact. Nah, it's not long enough. I mean, this might. I might be able to stretch. No, I won't be able to stretch that out. Well, let's try it. Let's try this, and I'm gonna see if I can stretch the shit out of it to get it on there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stretch it enough, but it's worth a shot. This is like my shrink wrap bin. So I always try to use stuff from there first. So let's see. Stretch this guy out. If I can stretch this out and get it to work, what's nice is it'll shrink up a lot on top of those two little connectors, and it'll give like a nice rounded end. This is stretching quite a bit. That might be okay. Let's see. That might be... Ooh! Look at us go. Happy Thanksgiving to all. There we go. All right, let's shrink that down. Oh, yeah. That's the ticket. So now what we've got is a nice protected little 180 degree, and there's a little bit of red sticking out. Look at that. A little red butthole sticking out there. And this is like really grabbing onto this because we stretched it out. So yeah, this should be nice and strong on here. And it's just going to sit right up in there and just plug right on in. So the only thing when you do this is you have to put a battery in kind of in a specific direction. In this case, the flat spot has to be like that. So before you put the battery in, you got to kind of look and make sure that the flat part of the battery is going in the right direction. And then when you plug it in, you know, it sits there like that. And so I built in a little bit extra. We got that much extra movement on it. So I could have probably saved another 1/10 of a gram, but I'm not that crazy. And having that little bit of extra is nice because sometimes these BT 2.0s can be a little challenging to unplug. So yeah, with a little bit extra, I can kind of get both fingers on that BT 2.0 to get it unplugged there. I think this battery is dead, so throw it back over there. There you go. That's how you make a 180 degree BT 2.0 connector. I actually really like it. When you pull it, like these BT 2.0 leads, when they're normal like this, you got to make sure you put some electric tape over this part because this takes a hell of a beating. And then when you pull on it, like you're trying to break them off. On this guy, when you pull on this, you're not trying to break them off. You're trying to pull them straight off, and the solder is pretty strong in that direction. So yeah, this is a nice little setup. You can buy these. You can buy these from pre-made like this from tinywhoop.com. I've bought 3 of them now, I think, because I'm very lazy. Ram Douglas is above. Shrimp Wrap Slim may save the BTO being tadpole yank. Yeah, agreed. Kevin Sumner says you can put some welders on that connector rather than shrimp wrap. Absolutely. Morton Upshot says, how do you like those Tattoo 300s? I bought the 270 and they crapped out on me fast. You got to make sure you get the BT 2.0 batteries because those are folded cell. The folded cell batteries are great. The only batteries there are that are folded cell are 300. So those 270s that you had were not folded cell. Yeah, there's a big difference. The tattoo version is fine. tinywhoop.com, they have one as well. FPV has one as well. Personally, I go for the Weebleed ones. I've had the best luck with them, and their sticker is the best. Because the sticker wraps around. The BT 2.0s and the Tiny Whoops, you're going to have problems with the stickers peeling off. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, all 3 of them are the exact same battery. If one of them you don't have to deal with the sticker peeling off, then why not do that? And I have an affiliate link to Weebleed FPV, so go with those. Okay, 3 down, 3 to go. Tinywhoop with a broken frame. This will be an easy one. Ask some good questions in chat, friends. I'll have plenty of mental space to answer. Can I get these motors through the frame with the props on? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna unplug them, so I won't need to get them through the frame. So this is a Mobula 6 ELRS, and this is hands down the best tinywhoop that I have found for flying hardcore freestyle in the house. $100 for a Mobula 6 ELRS. Try to get it with the 0702 26,000 kV motors. Eventually you're going to upgrade the motors anyway, so if you can't find it with the 26,000 kV motors, just get it with the 0702 19,000s and then jump onto WeBleed with my affiliate link and get yourself a set of the 0702 28,500s. And you will have a rig that makes enough power and is light enough to do pretty much all of the fully like three-dimensional acrobatic moves that you do outside, but in the house. It's really wild. After we get this fixed, we'll do a little bit of flying, and I'll show you what I mean. It's really something else. Denzel says, did I hear something about an Etsy sale? Yeah, man. Cyber 2022, 30% off. I forgot to mention it's 30% off. Yeah, 30% off. 30% off? What is he, crazy? That's right. Just call me Crazy Eddie. Anybody know who Crazy Eddie is? Any Northeasterners? Someone in this chat knows what Crazy Eddie is. Somebody in this chat's brain fucking exploded a second ago when I said Crazy Eddie. And they immediately thought about the commercials and the giant yellow and black sign and just the absolute insanity. Has anybody seen the 26,000 kV Mobula 6 ELRS in stock anywhere, by the way? That's a good thing for me to ask. Hey, gangly gang, let's use our gangly powers. And he is insane, Morton. Morton, did your fucking head explode when I said Crazy Eddie a second ago? Yeah, let's use our gangly gang powers. Everybody check a couple of... don't everybody just check RDQ and Pyrodrone and get FPV. Check the weird places. Everybody check a couple of spots real quick. See if the Mobula 6 ELRS is in stock with the 26,000 kV motors. It's in stock with the 19,000 kV motors in a bunch of different spots. I'm just curious about the 26,000s because they're actually worth. They're pretty good. The 26,000s, like they'll get you by for a while, and it's gonna take you a long time to learn to fly a tinywhoop acro in the house. So yeah, the Mobula 6 ELRS with the 26,000s. I mean, that, to be honest, like you might not want more power than that. You owe it to yourself to have a little bit more power, but oh fuck. Ooh, I found it. Good lord. Stuck on my shirt. But yeah, the 26,000s will get you by for quite some time. The magic, in my opinion, of the Mobula 6 ELRS is the durability. It's just absurd. The frame that it comes with is not going to be durable. It's probably going to break pretty quick. But then you just snag one of these Beta FPV Meteor 65 frames. And I mean, like, this is the first of these Meteor 65 frames I've been able to break. And, like, I beat these things to the white meat. Like, it's just absurd how hard I beat on these quads. I don't understand. I really, like, I truly don't understand how these things are so durable for like $100 plus $3 for the Meteor 65 frame. It's kind of nutty. Casey Henderson says the big chicken man. I got it. Oh my fail. That's who Crazy Eddie is. Michael D says, did you ever get your Rennie screws? I did not. I have like a dozen tinywhoop tabs open for an order that I've been meaning to place with the Rennie screws, and I just haven't. Ramdongo says, cut a battery open. Outside 1S folded versus EM flat equals a short vid. Newbie Drone did a video, although there's only a couple. We don't have to cut them open. There's only a couple. J Drone says shrimp nipple. That's funny. Lego D says Maker Fire has the 26,000. Well, that's a start. I think Maker Fire ships slow boat though, right? I'm interested if anybody can find a little bit more reputable of a spot. I've never ordered from Maker Fire. Maybe they're great, but I don't know. I'm always scared ordering from shops like that. Although for my first 2 years in the hobby, I must have placed a fucking Banggood order like once a week. But I don't know. Banggood seems a little bit more reputable. I've never even ordered on AliExpress. AliExpress freaks me out for some reason. I know tons of people have ordered from there. I'm sure it's totally fine, but I don't know. Banggood just seems more trustworthy than AliExpress for some reason. I'm sure that's nonsense, though. You know what it is? AliExpress's website is like, it's got that vibe of like, only order 10,000 pieces here. You know, it's got that vibe of like, order for your business, or don't order at all. Don't order just one. That's not what we're here for, and that's not true. You can absolutely do quantity one, but yeah, I don't know. Lego Morton Upshot says Banggood Jeep seems more good. Who has ordered from Banggood, Maker Fire, and AliExpress that can compare them? Anybody? My fucking mustache is absolutely out of control today. It's driving me insane. AliExpress. Kiz Bartlett says AliExpress feels more Wish than Banggood. More Wish. Ramdago says Ali and Banggood seem the same. Yeah, they probably are. They probably are. All three of them are probably the same fucking place. I mean, they're at least run out of the same building. That's for damn sure. Probably not. On one of these rigs, I'm going to start running these Newbie Drone Venom props. I think I'm going to move them onto this rig, because this has the they did better on these 0802s, although I'm probably gonna pull these 08. Nah, I'm gonna leave these 802s on here for a little while longer. These are the prototype 802s. Kevin Sumner says Mobula 6 ELRS in high KV is out of stock at like 30 US based sellers. Good God, rather. I'll bet you they're not. I'll bet you they're not making it anymore. I bet you they're only making it in the lower KV. Michael D says, I've ordered from Maker Fire before, and it was about as long of a wait as Banggood. Okay. Expander says, Banggood is like Amazon, AliExpress is more like eBay. Oh, that's cool. AliExpress is legit and has more choice than Banggood. So there you guys go. Oh, I'm thinking about Alibaba. Good call, J Drones. I'm thinking about Alibaba. Yeah. AliExpress is for similar orders. I ordered a ton of stuff, but there is a longer wait for your stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Morton Upshot says, why not just buy the parts and build one? I think it's more expensive to do it that way. Maybe not. But I really wish that there was a... Here's a good question. What U.S. Retailer sells the Mobula 6 ELRS AIO? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the full-size AIO for sale anywhere. Have you guys? Because yeah, if you can get the AIO, and then the camera and canopy might be a pain in the ass to find, but I mean, that's really all there is to it. And then you go on Weebleed and you buy the motors and you're done. It's almost like someone should sell a little kit. Man, I wish Alibaba sold the AIO. I'd buy a dozen. I'd buy 100 and make little kits. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying the problem with the kit though, I wouldn't want to do like a I wouldn't want to do like a bind and fly because man, it's hard to fly on these high kV motors. I would literally just want to do a kit because anybody that's going to be good enough to fly the damn thing is going to want to build it themselves anyway. Casey Henderson, for the love of God, no more all capitals. I literally can't read it when it's all capitals. The lack of big than small just makes my eyes vomit. Justin the Guy says RDQ has the AIO. Had to buy one after dog ate the VTX. So Populous 6. Yeah, our dog almost ate one of mine last night. He took a big bite at it. I was like, oh shit, he's getting brave. Metal Dirtskin's gotten them from GetFPV. All my whoops are built from parts like that. As you guys know, I definitely prefer GetFPV over Race Day Quads. Not to mention that I have an affiliate link there. So yeah, if GetFPV has the AIO, that's pretty awesome. Because I think they also have the Meteor 65 frame. You know, that's the move. That's the move. The move is trying to find a spot that has the AIO and a Meteor 65 frame. Weebleed FPV might have it. Weebleed FPV has a lot of stuff nowadays. If they have the, I'm pretty sure they have the Meteor 65 frames. So yeah, if they have the AIO, that'd be the spot because then you can get your motors, your frame, and your AIO. No clue if they have the and your batteries too. No clue if they have the camera and the canopy though. That's going to be a little bit more challenging to find, I have a feeling. All right. Oh, speaking of the doggy, come here, Duke. What are you doing, you little rat? Come here, you little toe. Felix just told on me. To Maggie. They all came down the stairs. Felix said, "Did you just hear Aaron? He called the dog a toe." Oh, shit. Bango Nelly Express lit, able to be trusted, legit, trusted. How long is shipping stuff? Because it's like I wish some crap dead by the time I got ordered. Yeah, they're reliable. They'll ship it. It's gonna take like a month to a month and a half to get to you though. It takes a long time. Weebleed has the M65 frame and the Super B and Diamond AIO. I gotta be honest, I am not too impressed with the Super B AIO. And a couple other people have messaged me and said that theirs didn't last very long either. So I don't know about that Super B AIO. I don't know about that. Kid says lock him out of the house again. That'll teach him. Oh, shit. It wasn't me. If it was me, I would totally cop to it. I did not lock him out of the house. I might have... I mean, it also wasn't my responsibility to let him in, so I'm not even going to take that on. I take no responsibility in this case. Usually I'll jump on the grenade pretty quickly, but in this case, I was not asked to let him in. Alright. Here we go. Oh, farts. Ah, double farts. Get back in there. Get back in there. Working on tiny whoops makes me feel like I have fucking rabies. God damn it, come on. There we go. Everything's so small. Oh my god, would you just come on, please? There we go. My god, man. Alright, get in there. Get in there. There we go. Yikes. Kevin Summer says, we believe... no, we got that. Ramdongo says, bribes soon. Yeah, right. Alright. Another one. Oh, was that stripped out? Why did that go in there so easily? Nah, it's fine. Kevin Summer says, tinywhoop.com has the M65 and the square Happy Model ELRS AAO. Do they really have the square one? I could not find it on their website. What is it called? Well, you can drop a link. Kevin, do me a favor. Drop a link to it. Because I'm sure they have the Meteor 65. Well, you just said they have the Meteor 65 frame. They might even have the 0702s. There we go. Let me copy link address. And hey, there it is. $57.99. That's the one that you want. So they call it Happy Model Express LRS F4 5 amp 5-in-1. Well, then 2.4. There we go. Yeah, that's the one. Good find, homie. Where is it? Happy Model Express LRS F4. Where is it? Why do I keep missing it? It's the very first item. You know why I keep missing it? Because all these other ones, he's got the big picture of. And then this one, there's not a big picture. It's got the case, and so I just immediately start looking for the way it looks. You know what I mean? This is the one you want, friends, right here. $57.99. That's the one. That's the durable one. Very first item. And Jesse says he has a ton of these because nobody buys them. Everybody gets wooed by the Diamond, which is a nightmare, or the Super B, which is seemingly a nightmare as well. The Beta FPV is bad. That's why it's sold out. Here's the X12, which is interesting, but also sold out. Oh, there's the X12, rather. That's the Beta. Yeah, you got a bunch of these. What are you doing, Felix? Troublemaker. What you doing? Making trouble?
No.
Liar.
No.
Liar!
No.
Ramdoggo says, how about a 65X with carbon fiber brace for your craft? So, Ram, the carbon fiber braces are good for moving the filtering up, but bad for durability. You end up breaking tons of motor shaft, so they're a no-go for me. If you don't crash, then the carbon fiber braces are cool, and they'll let you push your filters up a little bit more. All that being said, I don't really need to push my filters any farther. The flight performance on these things is absolutely outrageous. So the advantage from the carbon fiber brace is pretty much worthless, and then you're going to get less durability, and it's also going to make it a little bit heavier. So it's not for me, but it might be for you. I don't know of any carbon fiber braces. Kevin Summer says, does the X12 work in the Meteor 65 frame? It does not. The X12 only works in the Mobula 7 ELRS V4 frame, or you can build a toothpick with it, which is what a lot of people do. Mutterderton says, the new Beta FPV AIO has serial ELRS instead of FPI. That's pretty cool. Weebleed has that one, but I refuse to roll the dice on it because Beta FPV. Yeah, it seems insane that that Happy Model seems to have much better QC than Beta FPV at the moment. I don't know if they actually do. Although, man, I have not heard about many Happy Model products failing lately. Like, they seem to have really gotten their shit together. Although that's not true, because I just had both an X12 and a Super B shit to bed. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never had any luck with Beta FPV's VTXs, and on these little guys, like, the VTX is kind of important in terms of reliability and performance. So that's the main reason that I've stayed away from Beta FPV for a while now. Oh, shit, sorry guys. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm doing the Beta FPV thing anytime soon. it's hard too because Beta FPV sells a lot of stuff, and when you sell a lot of stuff, you're going to get a lot of returns. You're not going to get a lot of returns. You're going to have a lot of failures just by the fact that you've got a lot of stuff out there. So it's kind of tough. It's really tough to gauge. Their quality control might be way better than Happy Model. It's really, really, really hard to tell without like an insider that works at one of the bigger shops that sells a lot of the stuff. And like, yeah, I don't know. It's also like skewed because we all think that like we can't return stuff. So a lot of times these shops that sell the things don't even hear from the people with the blown up products. They go on Facebook groups and they shit all over the person that they bought it from and the company that made it. You know? So, I don't know. It's weird. But I've been pretty shocked by the durability of Happy Model products lately. So I'm just sticking with them. And I mean, like, they work with the Meteor 65 frames. Like, we kind of have the formula all worked out. You know, with Beta FPV, we might be in a scenario where, like, their ceramic antenna interferes with this canopy. I mean, I know for a fact that Beta FPV's canopy is much heavier. And a lot of times Beta FPV forces you to run a little external VTX. And I mean, you combine those two things and like, yeah, Happy Model wins. So I'm very curious as to how that new T-motor AIO is. Not curious enough to buy one. But, yeah, I don't know. This Mobula 6 canopy and camera setup is really, really good. And Beta FPV's camera and canopy setup is really, really bad. So, it's kind of hard to go with anything other than this at the moment. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Man, I like this turkey hat, but woo! It is kind of annoying. We gonna suffer through though. You guys got a half an hour before Bot Grinder blows bong rips in your face. Are you excited? You should be. What's he doing tonight? More freestyle competitions? Anybody know? He's been super heavy on that for the last couple of months. I assume that he's probably doing that again tonight. All right. There we go. Got some motors plugged in here. Who's gonna check out? Who's gonna take my recommendation, my Netflix recommendation, and check out Wednesday? Anybody? There we are. All right, motors are plugged in, and I put the motors in the same locations, so I don't even need to hook this up to Betaflight. We can just let it rip. All right, there it is. Troy says you should join. Yeah, I tend to kind of stay out of competitions, like, unless I get asked to join. I feel weird entering competitions because, like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Because, like, I guess I'm considered a pro pilot, right? Like, this is what I do for a living, and that just kind of seems like not fair. And, like, I don't know. I don't want people to be like, oh, what the fuck? If pro pilots are going to enter, then why do I even enter, right? Like if it's like Rotor Riot or like, yeah, I don't know. And like, it's Bot's competition, right? And like, he has a viewer base, and like, so I don't want to like shit on his viewer base. I feel like his competition should be for like his viewer base. Not that I don't watch. I mean, I watch his stream every once in a while, but I'm not like one of his core people. You know what I mean? Like it would be here. So here's the it would be as if I held a freestyle competition, right? And then like fucking Tommy and Steele submitted videos and just demolished all you guys, right? Like, wouldn't you kind of be like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be like kind of weird? Obviously not saying that like I'm anywhere near the level of Tommy or Steele, but like, you know, yeah. We're not watching it on Wednesday, Dansil. The name of the show is Wednesday. It's about Wednesday from the Addams Family. So there we go. A broken Meteor 65 frame. I'll be goddamned. It's official. I can break anything. I can break the unbreakable. Here's what you do with your broken tinywhoop frames. You chop off the little ducts. Well, no, that's the broken one. We don't need the broken one. Yeah, chop off your little ducts so that you can use the ducts on a fractal frame. These would be like the lightest weight ducts possible on a fractal frame. I'm gonna do this really rough for right now, and then I'll come back and do a better job later. Oh man, all hell's breaking loose upstairs. All hell breaking loose. There's a dog being chased around by a little 12-year-old. Almost guaranteed. Yeah, don't just throw your broken tinywhoop frames away. Save these ducts. And then, let me just show you. I don't need to show you guys. You just come in here and fucking cut them all clean like... Get off of there. Clean it up all nice. You can even go in there with a Dremel if you're a real crazy person like me. Whoa, boy. I don't know where that went. Went to the right. That's where it went. Come in here, take little chunks at a time. You can get it real close. Whoa. Yeah, just like that. Ugh! And then you've got yourself a little miniature FPV duct for 1.2 inch propeller rigs. I get all crazy and come around here and really cleaned up. Yeah, right? Throw nothing away. Recycle everything. Don't forget to reduce and reuse, though. That's important as well. Who that is?
Me.
What you doing?
Christmas stuff.
Ooh! I'm gonna come visit you with a whoop in a minute. Oh, got that flying. Oh man, they're doing the stockings already up there? Oh shit. There it is! Yay! Fart! I don't remember. Maggie's asking where our stockings are. Yeah. Okay. Why am I still doing this? What am I doing with my life? Why am I still doing this? Stop doing this. Stop it. Stop doing this right now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do it anymore. Stop it. Stop it. Stop, stop, stop. All right, well, now it's all the way done, so I can't stop. Because Bartlett says, do a live stream. Live rip on Don... What? Don ES stream? What's that mean? Morton Upshot says, thanks, I'm a total pack rat anyway. Give me a reason to keep more. That's 417. So there we go. We got three little pigs. No, that's not it. And then one broken pig. In the bin. Let's at least put a... Oh man, I gotta do antenna swaps on both of these glides. I didn't realize it was both of them. I thought it was just one. Hold on, actually, let's swap the motors. We're gonna, not the motors, the propellers. We're gonna run the Venom propellers on this tinywhoop that has the 0802 prototype motors on it. So let's get these on here. I think these props might still be on upside down. No, they're not. So that's props out. Man, these things are wacky looking. But they did outperform the Gemfans on these bigger stator volume motors, which means that they're a little bit more pitchy or they have a little bit more blade to them, which is kind of cool. What the hell's Crimbo? Christmas is the house should be good. Chomper! What's up, homie? Chomper, look at me. I'm changing tinywhoop props. Oh man, these two purples look dumb together. That's okay. It's all about performance. Right? Nah, not really. It's about looks. Okay, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Alright, so these are the Newbie Drone Venom biblades. These are the only... If you're not running the Gemfan biblades, you should be running these. There is absolutely no reason to get any other 1.2-inch 65mm tinywhoop propeller. We did a bunch of testing over the last week, and these Venoms and the Gemfan biblades absolutely blew everyone else out of the water. So yeah, if you're running anything other than these props on your tinywhoop, you're only hurting yourself. And I'm serious too. Like the Gemfan biblades they're the ones. Like they did better on a bigger variety of motors. These Venoms are kind of interesting. They make a funny sound. They're totally fine, but the Gemfan buys are really the ones you want. These Venoms, the other pain in the ass is the only place you can get these from is Newbie Drone. How about this? How about this? How about this? Even better. Even better. Even better. If you want smoke crotch gray, well, it's just a color choice. 4 65mm tinywhoops. Buy your propellers based on color. The Newbie Drone Venom props come in this purple or green. I don't know the third color. The tinywhoop biblades come in smoke crotch gray and I don't know what other color. But that's how you buy 65mm tinywhoops, is by color, whichever color you want. Because these Venoms and these Gemfans perform so similar that you straight up might as well buy based on the color that you want. Actually, what you should do is just buy both and fart around with each of them. Because I know you guys are like me, and you'll be goddamned if you only have one option. So you have to have multiple options. Shirt of the day! Suck it! Let's fly for a minute. And then we're gonna work on glides. We might go a little overtime on the glides. But you guys seem to like to watch me fly, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of that before you head on over to bots. All right. Unfortunately, Fortunately for me, unfortunately for you guys, I have to take the ridiculous hat off. VRX and battery. So this is the rig on the prototype 0802s on the Venom props first. I gotta make sure the battery has that going in that direction. Here we go with this. And there we go with that. This rig is now 0.2 of a gram lighter. Happy days are here again. And we've got a little bit. I'm going to be paying more attention to how much duct is in view with these rigs, so that I can get my my up tilt a little bit more straightened out. I don't know why I'm doing that. It was very fun. Seemed like a good idea at first. Let's get some music going. Let's fly to music. Ooh, we're gonna fly to some trap. Oh wait, is this not gonna work? This is not gonna work, is it? I have to go to here. Oh yeah, we're flying to trap, yo. Leave it turned down so it's kind of in the background. Here we go. Time to shred. This is the rig on the 21,500 kV 0802s. Oh God! Oh God damn it. All right, so this rig is it's very different to fly. This is such a racy rig with these big, heavy, grunty, crazy throttle resolution 0802s. Look at that Christmas tree. Look at that. Oh my God. Maggie and Felix are mastered. Look, she's trying to take a picture. Take a picture! Felix is in the kitchen, almost didn't see him. Stop turning left, only turn right. I turn left too much, so I'm gonna try to turn right a lot. My God, the throttle resolution. Just from the KV being lower. Oh shit, that was the couch. Oh, what? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I could get out. Look at me go. I got out. I can't believe I got out. What are they watching? Oh, they're watching this like Christmas, sounds of Christmas nonsense. Oh, I missed the fan. Oh, ooh, there's another gap down here now. No, there's no exit there. We can get through there though, can't we? Yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah, so I'm trying to figure something out with up here. I like this little jump here, and then I gotta figure out how to come down. Maybe I should be going up here. Oh boy! Maybe I should be going up here, and then come down the stairs like that. No! Oh wow, it went through the railing. Did you guys see that? Hey! These motors are really interesting. The throttle is just crazy. And they have decent power. I mean, nothing like the high KVO 702s, but they have pretty decent power, and the runtime ain't bad either. Oh, battery's getting low. Whoa, boy! Oh, I can't believe I just pulled that off. Ah! Oh, God! Alright. A little over 3 minutes. Look at that, even though it's heavier. These Venom props, man, they're good. They're good. They're just every bit as good as the, Jackalope says, how often do you hit the children? I haven't hit them yet. Bonsai into the tree, you know you want to. I mean, I didn't want to until just now. All right, so yeah, those are these really cool prototype Weebleed FPV 0802 22,500, 21,500s. Here comes your comparison to 0702, significantly lighter weight, 28,500 kV motors, and there's barely any duct in view. So that means the up tilt is too high. Let's get it turned down a little bit. Now there's a bunch of duct in view. So now it should be roughly the same up tilt. Just trying to compare one rig to the other. Man, it looks like... I get a funny feeling that these two cameras are different, and that one of these cameras has a wider field of view than the other. Son of a bitch, these cameras are different. I was wondering why there was like a little bit of a... there was just a difference flying one to flying the other. And that is certainly up tilt. Hold on, let me grab this other rig. The one that we were just flying is the one with the really nice contrasty... Oh yeah, you know what? I think the one that we were just flying has the old school Nano 3. Yeah, that one's different. Oh yeah, it's totally different. Ah, okay. So the purple rig has a wider field of view camera. And I only have one of those. I only have one of those wider field of view cameras. Hold on, friends. Let me check one thing real quick. I do have an extra tinywhoop Mobula 6 canopy with camera in it. Let me see which... Oh god, and I have one in this stupid little 1S toothpick. Oh, and it's the other style. Okay, hold on. So, I do have this one. Damn, no, these are all the... So I guess I have one of the old school Runcam Nanos. Oh man, that's a shame that I only have that one. Because I need to change that. I need these all to have the same field of view. So yeah, that canopy needs to get changed out. And then I just need to like sit on that one good old camera. That's kind of annoying. But it's more important to have the same cameras in all these rigs. I'm glad I finally figured that out. Somebody, I think it was Bob Noxious, pointed it out recently. Like, yo, the one rig has a much better camera on it. All right. So yeah, this is now, I believe, the current generation Runcam Nano 3. Whoa, okay. What's happening here, boys? Did I reverse the motor direction on this, I guess? Ah! Ah! No? Oh, yep, somebody's upset. Hold on. Let's plug into Betaflight real quick. The hell? Fat Bastard says, turn your cross in the OSD, put a piece of paper in front of the cam with a mark on it, and move other camels to that spot. What? I can read through the camels, but I'm having a hard time understanding. All right, motors. Oh, I need to plug a battery in for this. Why the? I have no idea why one of the motors is spinning the wrong direction. I thought I just flew this rig. Motor direction, wizard, start spin. Oh god. All right, here we go. Motor 1 is right. Motor 2 is wrong though for some reason. Motor 3 is right. Motor 4 is wrong. Oh, it's because I moved the motors around. One of these is not happy. One of these motors is real upset. Let's see what's going on here. Motor 2 is actually fine. I think I found the motor that took that really big hit. I think it's in the back. Oh boy. Somebody ain't thrilled with life right now. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah. Motor 1 is hurting. Oh yeah, it's hurting. Jeez. Well, this will be interesting actually. This is this bell needs to be changed, but let's see how it does. Let's see how the tune and the filtering are not set up for this amount of abuse on the motors. So this will be an interesting little test here to see if I need to back the tune off. This will be kind of cool. This will see how razor's edge the tune was. I bet you we're fine, because I don't really have the tunes completely cranked up on any of these guys. Another Trucking FPV channel says, what adapter do you use to capture analog and computer? Is it the eSheen? It is basically the eSheen. It's called SkyDroid on Amazon. They're like, I don't know, 20 bucks. Just search for like, VTX or video receiver USB, and you'll find it. You guys got me? Yeah, you do. And the tune's fine. Yep, that's fine. Tune is fine. One of the beautiful things about not having a razor's edge tune is that you can pound on your rigs and not have to worry about retuning them. So now we've got a lighter rig and more power. Look at that. Oh, there goes Duke. He's like, nah, man, I'm out of here. Stay on that bed, buddy. I won't come in there and bother you. What'd you come out for, Duke? Stay in there. I can hear him. I can hear him on the ceiling. Is he chasing it? Has he now got enough bravery to just straight up chase the damn thing around? Oh no, he's hiding by mommy. There you go. Sorry, good boy. Oh, fart. Yeah, the extra power is something else with these higher kV motors. Like that big stall up the wall there. Like, come on, that is super dope. I've lost a bunch of throttle resolution, so I'm just kind of getting used to that. Look, it's me! It's me! Look at Duke. He's a crazy boy. Is he running around? Where is he? Where is he? Let's go get him. Let's go get him. He still kind of runs from it. I would love for him to try to bite it and shit. I feel bad when he's like running away from it. These are the Weebleed FPV 0702 28,500 kV. Yeah, I need to figure out like what I really want to do is come screaming down the stairs. Alrighty, I'll show you. I want to go like that, but then it kind of like the exit to it there. You just kind of stop. That's kind of interesting, doing it pitch down. That's currently my favorite though, right there. I just love that. I mean, it's such a cool looking little groove. Get some right turns in here. Woo-hoo-hoo, getting up in them motherfuckers. Oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Will we make it? Will we make it? No! Nope, we ain't gonna make it. Walk of shame. Didn't make it. Where'd you go, little buddy? There it is. Yeah, this rig. So, you know, I actually did a little bit of thinking about this last night. The difference between like the 0802s and the 0702s, and why. So there's apparently like somewhat around half of the racers that prefer 0802s and half the racers that prefer 0702s. And after flying these prototypes for the first time, hey, shout out to FPV Zotek over there for sending these prototypes over. Very cool of them. I think I figured out why I prefer the 0702s so much, and why, in general, I prefer the lighter weight rigs so much. Racers don't think about trying to stay flat. Freestyle pilots, specifically like cinematic freestyle pilots, personally at least, I try to stay flat and coordinate my sticks for everything so that the horizon's not rocking all over the place, because like that's not very cinematic. Like the horizon moving around like this is not cinematic at all, as a matter of fact. So when you stay flat, when you fly flat and you turn flat, it's gonna want to just keep sliding. A racer, when they turn, they're just gonna bank like crazy and just rocket it around like that. And the weight doesn't make as much of a difference like that. Where the weight really makes a difference is when you turn flat and you want it to stop sliding sideways. So that's one of the reasons that I prefer. I think that's the main reason that I prefer the 0702s. Which is that I try to fly in this more cinematic style like that, right? Like when I turn, I try to turn as flat as possible by coordinating both yaw and roll. And when you turn flat like this, that's like, you know, every little bit of momentum is still there. Whereas like when you turn with, oh God, when you turn with roll like that, when you just like really violently roll it over, you can just do anything with the throttle. You can just make it dig in with the throttle. But to me, this is like hard to watch. Like, it's cool to throw it in once and then chill it out and fly around flat and then fly around flat and then like dig it in there. Like, I like that a lot, but just constantly turning with a bunch of roll on, I just don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. Hi, friend. Hi, buddy. Hello. Oh, I tried to arm and disarm. Uh-oh. Can I get out? Of course I can. So yeah, that's why I believe that I'm such a fan of the 0702s over the 0802s. And just sort of, you know, lighter weight rigs in general. Hello, Felix. Hello. Oh, the fan tried to get me. Is this dog chasing me around now? Is he literally chasing? No, he's running away. I wanted to do that dive, but there was somebody moving around. Look at Duke. He's a crazy boy now. Usually he just picks a room and stays in it. Play peekaboo with the dog. Yeah, so that's kind of, that's my theory. Oh god. Oh boy, oh boy. These are the 0702s again. Let's get all flowy with it here. Let's. Oh god! I hear Felix coming down the stairs. Let's dive bomb him.
Auburn,
What?
did you switch the screen to the drone?
I did not. God damn it. Thank you for telling me. Well, you know. At least you guys got to see me doing the Stevie Wonder. Let's chase Felix up the stairs. Oh god, oh! Oh god, oh no! Get out of there. Come on. Throw yourself out. Oh no. Help me, please! Oh, instant help. Holy crap. Alright, ready? Whoever asked me how many times I've hit the children, the answer is now 1. I blame you. Whoever asked me that earlier, that was your fault. I never even considered hitting the children. Only Maggie. I've hit Maggie at least a dozen times. Oh, low battery. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Yes, we're gonna make it this time. Oh, oh, oh. Got it. All right, one more quick one. Just because the majority of that battery, you guys didn't get to see it. Cold Power says child abuse. Yeah, exactly. All right. Hey, it's 9:01. Hey, go watch Bot Grinder. Go watch Bot. Go away. Go away, people. Go away. You can stay if you want. But I am now intruding on his time slot. We're going to do a little bit of work on a glide real quick here, but I just want to give you guys some flying. Oh! That would have been sick. That would have been a sick little sequence. You know what I realized that I can do? Is power loop the I mean, I can try to power loop the TV. So if I'm on like a little jib jab over here, watch this. Check this out. Ready? We go in through here. Oh, fart. Rejected. Refarted. Ready? Oh, first shot. Well, I guess that's not really a power loop, but yeah, you go in, you go down. I can go down through there, and then send it up, and then throw it up and over. I can also do it through the Super Nintendo hole here. Well, I mean, it's only the Super Nintendo hole right now. At some point, it'll be the N64 hole. Yo, that is not all that hard either. I guess the trick would be to power loop it. Ooh. I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that easy either. Wow, I can get through. I didn't know I could get through there. This is the really tough one through here. Yeah, that's a tough little gap to shoot. But let's see. Can I do an actual power loop? Ugh. I would love to go through this and then come at and then power loop through like that one. Man, I'm playing a dangerous game here with this. Uh-oh. I guess I could also do it through the bottom. I don't want to blow all this. Oh, boy. We got the dog a new toy, and of course he just rips all the fluff out of it. Do a battery down here. Ay, 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 ay. That's what I keep forgetting to do that. I want this to be the exit of this little tunnel. Ah! I want it to be like a little split S exit. I got it so good the first time, and now it's been all awful ever since. What? What? There we go. Oh! It was like launch mode. Hold on. Where do I not have launch control turned on in this rig? I do. It's too fun. Hold on. Let's do it properly. We'll get it set all down here. Here we go. Wait. Launch control on a tiny whoop? What? Ay! Oh no! Oh, you weren't expecting that one, were you? Fart. Oh, that's under the couch, isn't it? All right, let's bring this battery in before it gets too upset. All right, cool. That's the end of our tiny whooping. Go watch some bot grinder. I'm gonna play around with a glide that needs some repair here, and then we'll shut her on down for the what the fuck is happening right now? Fat Pastor, you still in the chat? What did you order? Did you order 3 things? J. Jordan says, what's the piston and connecting rod off of under the TV? It is from Mazda 2. Not my Mazda 2, but one of the guys that runs B-Spec. The B-Spec NASA... I think it's run through NASA. NASA as in North American Sports Car Association, not the aerospace company. Yeah, their B-Spec series is basically Mazda 2s versus Honda Fits versus the Chevy something or other. Chevy, not the Bolt, might be the Bolt, I'm not sure. But yeah, one of those guys go through engines. They get about I think they get roughly 100 race hours out of most 4-cylinders. And then, like, the motors don't blow up or anything, but they just go, they get down on power enough where they really can't keep using them. So, yeah. Morton Upshot says, what's the part list of that last rig? 0702 28000. Mobula 6 ELRS, BT 2.0, Meteor 65 frame, Weebleed FPV, 0702 28,500 kV motors. Done. That is it. Jason Black says, don't forget the VRX. Thank you. I absolutely would have, because I rolled right into working on... Oh, for fuck's sake. I rolled right into working on the glide. Hold on, guys. Unplugging the VRX. Kevin Sumner says, now Maddie flipped the TV. Now that is an impossibility. I will put the challenge out to every single person on Earth. I will give $10,000 to anybody that can, more than luck, like, who can, 3 fly roofs in it. Okay, awesome. Perfect. I got it right here, Fat Passer. I'm going to get it shipped out in the next couple of days for you. Yeah, nobody on Earth could consistently Matty flip the TV. The gaps are just too small. And the gaps are like offset. It would just be 100% luck. And the 100% luck moves, I'm kind of just like, well, what's the point? What's the point of that? What are we doing here? All right. Top plate. Come off. You jerk. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, McConnell Studios. Yeah, I've Michael D says I remember when he hit Patrick. I think he had the breed set up. I did. Yeah, I hit him hard. You know, he was on the sim rig, and I hit him on the hand really hard. That was hysterical. Good lord. All right, this rig needs a. Oh, where did the other? Oh, there it is. I was about to say, where did the other little washer go? And it is stuck to the thing in the place. You know what I'm saying? Stuck to the thing. All right. Like he says, I don't dare fly close to my TV. Not there yet. My piloting skills. Yeah, it's silly. This TV's getting a little bit older. It's a great TV. It's absolutely gigantic. But it's actually only a 1080 TV. So like when I'm on YouTube, I can't really watch anything in 2.7K or 4. I mean, I could put them in 2.7 or 4K, but they don't come through in that higher res. TVs are cheap now, though. Good lord. It's at some point here No, I won't. I'll keep this TV until it dies. That's kind of what I tend to do anyway. I tend to keep TVs until they pretty much catch on fire. And I'm sure that I'll do that with this one as well. I ain't no fancy guy. The TV being big is like is really the most important thing. I used to be into home theater. And they're eventually you kind of realize like the things that you should spend money on and the things that you shouldn't spend money on. And the size of the TV depends 100% on where you're going to sit, but I typically sit far back. So you got to have a big enough set if you're sitting far enough back. If you're sitting far back to be able to see shit, the resolution makes much less of a difference than the size. Unless you're not going to sit really far back. If your couch is going to be closer, then yeah, that makes less of a difference. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this UFL unplugged here without taking this standoff off, which is kind of silly, but I think I also need to loosen this nut here a little bit to then let this little shieldy boy move out of the way. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, see, it hits the standoff. So I need to loosen this standoff down here, so I can just move it away a little bit. Take care of that. Okay, so this standoff should now move back a little bit, and then I can get this guy up and off. I might also need to move this TPU. Okay, that comes off of there really easily. There we go. Okay, so that TPU is up and off. This nice little latch thing here. There we go. Okay, so broken antenna is off. Where is the replacement antenna is the question. Did I put it all the way away? I think I put it all the way away. All the way away. Am I right? Balls. Let me guess. I didn't put it away. Where the hell is it then? Oh, farts. Where did I put it? Oh, crap. I know I ordered it. I know I ordered another blue Axie antenna. I think did I prep it during this live stream? Ah, shit. What did I do with it? I'm 99% sure I got one. Oh, man, you know. Did I throw it over this way and it got buried on the floor? No. I mean, I can just put an Axie on there, but this is a basher rig, so I try to run cheaper antennas on the basher rigs. I'm surprised I didn't put it up there by the quad. Did I put it down here in the on-deck area? Did I take an upper decker with it? God damn it. Man searches for lost antenna for half an hour. Live at 5. Ooh, I just farted and it stanks. Ooh, that's smelly. So there's a chance it was on the floor, and Patrick's stuff was all on the floor. So there's a chance that Patrick thought it was his, and he snagged it. That's the only thing I can think of. Poopy. Well, maybe I put it in with... Oh! I know where I put it. I put it in here. I put it in the little... Michael D's out of here. Thanks for hanging, brother. His brother says, upper decker, someone watched MacGruber. I didn't put it in here. Fucking fucker. God damn it. I did not put it in here. Where the hell did I put it? I think I lost it, yo. Or maybe this is it. Maybe this is the one. I don't think so. Well, what I'll do is I'll put another antenna on this rig, and then immediately I'll find it. Shit. Man, I hate losing stuff. It is like a personal attack on my very being when I lose something. Is it in here? No. Damn it. Okay. Well, I have other antennas that I can use. Just none of them are blue. That makes me sad. Man, why couldn't I have put it away? That would have been so nice to have put it away. Arizona FPV says, where did you get the clear XT60? From Pyrodrone, but they suck. Don't get them. You can't plug your XT60s all the way in for some reason. There's like something in the molding that blocks. I don't know. It just sucks. Don't get them. Don't do it. Okay, if I put this antenna on, that'll sit in the holder, and then this, I cut this shorter, and this ain't gonna jive. You're welcome, Ramdonko. Stay away from MMCX. They're bad. Alright, what else do I have here? God damn it, where? I know that blue... Found it. Oh, yeah! It's almost worth losing stuff so that you can then have that moment of absolute genius where you find it. It's almost worth it. Not quite, though, because that moment of genius doesn't happen very often. This is a bag of stuff that was all like splayed out here that I put into a bag when I was going to do that thrust testing. Just out of curiosity, though, what other antennas are in here? Why do I have one of these in here? This doesn't belong in here. I got a couple of those, Okay, yeah, I don't want to use any of them. Alright, we found it. Happy days. Here at last. Yada, yada, yada. So I did not prep this antenna. So here is how I prep antennas to try to get them to last a little bit longer. You figure out where the seam is, and on these Xylo antennas, the seam is down here where my index finger is. The seam is on the bottom. And then you just put a piece of shrimp wrap down there to hold the damn thing together. I think I'd done that on this one, and it didn't quite work. But we're going to try again. It is admittedly a little bit of a challenge to find shrimp wrap that's big enough for these big ass antenna heads, but you can either stretch smaller shrimp wrap out or just order the right size. Off of like Amazon, they sell big shrink wrap kits, and you can get ones that have the right size. All these different antennas have slightly different head sizes, so I can't really tell you which one's which, but let's see. Is this one big enough? Are you big enough? Not quite, but we will be able to stretch this one out to work. So let's just cut a little piece off here. All right. And take your time doing this, because if you leave like a big, you want to get that cut as smooth as possible. Otherwise, it's going to try to rip when you're stretching it. This is 80 millimeter. 80 millimeter. I don't know what that 80 millimeters refers to. I don't know if that's the circumference or the diameter or what, but it's 80 millimeter. It was actually a really nice day today, Ram. It was not cold at all. I don't know what the actual temperature is. I would have to guess like 50 degrees, maybe 55. But yeah, I was doing yard work in a t-shirt today. I was mowing the lawn, mulching the lawn in a t-shirt today. It's quite nice. And then I played drums for a little while with the garage door open. That was kind of fun. One of the neighbor kids came over. He's like, "Yo, you're really good, man. I've been trying to learn to play drums. I play keyboard and guitar and all the other things, but I'm having trouble learning to play drums." He played on my set for a while. That was kind of cool. He's like a 21-year-old kid, so like there's nothing that I really want to talk to. Like, it's whatever. He got done playing. He was like, "I watched you play it for a little bit." I'm like, I guess. And then eventually it was like, "All right, well, time to hit the old dusty trail. I got work to do, bro. Hate to break up the party, but vamoose." All right, here we go. Almost got it. Oh, come on, you jackass. Get on there. Morton Upshot says, "Go in from the bottom." Good call. Good call. I never even thought about doing that. I'm usually doing this when the antenna is already UFL'd to the VTX, and I'll be goddamned if I'm going to remove a UFL connector. Or like a lot of times I'll have it like zip tied into the little TPU mount and shit like that. I don't want to take that stuff out. But yeah, right now, that is not the case. All right, there we go. So you want to have a pretty big overlap like this. It's not gonna the bottom part here is gonna really shrink up. So the bottom part down here is not gonna let go. It's this part up top that can potentially slide off. So you want to make sure you have a good amount up on the top, so you have good grip on the top part of this cap. And then you just be careful, man, because like when you shrink it out, when you stretch it out, it becomes much more prone to ripping. You got to make sure you heat this top part enough though, where it really shrinks onto the cap so it doesn't let go. And I fucking got it too hot. Now it's ripping. God damn it! So we get to do that again, but we're gonna do it faster this time. And I'm gonna start cutting the shrink wrap with scissors, so that there's not the little little jib jabs left by cutting it multiple times with the flat cutters. So let's cut it with scissors here. That way it's one clean cut all the way across. Know what I'm saying? So that should definitely help. And let's stretch it, throw it on there. Oh my God, did somebody fall down the stairs?
No.
You dead?
No.
Alright, I'll call the ambulance.
Maybe.
Felix is dead, guys. You heard it here first. Stretch it out and UFL through. Let's put it on the bottom part here.
Down here.
See if we can get it.
I didn't fall.
Oh, Maggie actually believed me. I was kidding! Alright. Yeah, when you stretch it out like this, you're really stressing it. So you got to be kind of careful. You got to just sort of expect that it's going to rip. Also, remember that when you stretch it like that, you stretch one side more than the other. So like if it doesn't go on one side, man, I'm stretching this one out quite a bit. Like I'm asking a lot from this. I wish I had I do have a bigger size, but it's buried in the toolbox somewhere. I'm asking a lot of this shrimp wrap. I'm asking a lot of this shrimp that gave its life to create this shrimp wrap. I can't imagine that won't be enough. What you doing, Felix? What you doing back there? We playing Minecraft tonight or what?
Yeah.
Yeah! Man, I did not stretch it out enough. I really thought that I did on that last one. There it is, turkey hat on the Felix. Okay. Yeah, it also helps if you're quick. Like as soon as you stop shrinking it, stretching it, it starts to shrink back to its original size. So it helps to be kind of quick. There we go. And we got it on there. Just gotta scooch it up a little bit. Scooch it. Scooch it. Come on, scooch, scooch, scooch. Scooch on there. Get. Shitting and getting. Go. 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 Get on there. Get on there. Get up there. Get up there. I feel like I can't have that in the background of the stream. People will actually come through the computer and attack your face.
Ooh.
Almost. All right, so we should not have a problem with it ripping this time, because I cut it with the scissors rather than the little wire clippers there. Okay. You're welcome, headphone listeners. You're welcome. Here we go. Shrink it down. Come on, stay lit. There we go. And yeah, so it wraps around that bottom bit just enough. And yeah, see how it wrapped around the bottom bit? And then there's plenty of it touching the flat part of the cap where it's not going to be a problem. And then the last thing I'm going to do is run a little bead of welders around the bottom part here, much like I did on this one. See how I beefed it up between the head of the antenna and the UFL? But I'm going to do that once it's on the quad. Because you can. Well, nah, you know what? I'll do it here on the bench, and then I'll stick it in the... I remember the welders will like kind of drip a little bit. So let's do this. We'll put it like this in the silly putty stuff. We'll run that bead around, and then it can dry like this. And that'll be... and then I'll just plop it onto the rig tomorrow. So I'll put it in here like this, and then just liberally squeeze it on there. And what I like to do is squeeze it around like that, but then like kind of spread it out, like spread it up the wire and down the base a little bit. So like put a bead all the way around and then stop squeezing it out and just like kind of spread it out with the head of the welder's stuff, so that you get a nice big contact patch on both the head of the antenna and the UFL itself. And that just helps with when like you get a really sharp bend, which can even happen like when you put the rig on your bag. Like if you put your bag in the car and it sits like hard up against the side of the trunk or something like that, it can put a sharp bend in the UFL cable, and that ain't no good. You do not want that. So yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of reinforcement with welder there to strengthen that part of the antenna up, and then you'll be all set to go. That's going to do it, friends. I'm going to reinstall this on my time. What's today? Friday? I'll see you guys on Sunday. Sunday at 3 o'clock. Here comes some flying. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, me too, Kevin. It's kind of insane that the antenna manufacturers don't make the antennas more durable. But if they made them more durable, people would buy less of them. So I guess maybe I can kind of understand it. But I don't like it. I can understand it, but I don't like it. Here comes some frying at Joshua Bardwell's house. I think that's what's on. I think that's what's on this memory card. Let's see. Come on. Come on. There it is. Go! Come on! There it is. And I'll see you guys 3 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern. 3 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. Later, friends. Wait. I gotta click a bunch of buttons. This, and then this. Alright, this should work this time. Desktop audio should be working. Later, friends. Love ya. Be good. This is actually Joshua flying. Ever wonder what Joshua flying my rigs looks like? Here you go. That was short-lived. Love you guys later.